What's good, y'all? It's Carmen's hand here. This is my Shiyu run for this session. My score overall was 110k, not 150k. I'm trying to figure out why my Ye won't kill. It only takes 50k. Now keep in mind, of course, there's player mistakes and my builds aren't absolutely perfect. Also, there's no mindscapes and no engines except for Ye. She got one, of course. I had the saucer. Y'all learn anything or enjoy it? Like, subscribe, and enjoy. Let the attack animations finish. It's one of the biggest tips I give you right off the bat. She's gonna get the most points on her team by far. So every extra sword that land on them is good for you. Try to stay in lighten mode as much as you can. When she got the white hair, she does way too much damage in that form, and her anti-interrupt is super high. I found not grouping the enemies on this one gets me more scores from my 10 plus runs in a row with the same build. But if you lose time for not grouping them, it's not worth it. As long as you kill them both in one enlightened mode, you should be fine. Switch off of Ye if you're in enlightened form, while the boss is invincible. She'll maintain the bar that she's at, so if you got like 10 seconds left on it, you'll have 10 seconds left when you switch back into it. Also, when you're doing quick assist and parries against this clone form, you want to try to avoid using her, only if she's in enlightened form and you're trying to save her. Use Zhao's EX, Dylan's ults, and combos. Dylan's combos are just 3 EXs. You want to do rock, scissors, paper, which is a little backwards, but you'll know the combo's over. You see a giant hand come and push them into the ground. Make sure you let that animation finish too. That one's the strongest. Zhao's entire combo is just EX, or if she hits the field, that's her entry skill by herself. You don't have to press nothing. Or you can use her ult if you really need to, but that takes like 2 or 3 seconds even before the switch in. On my next 3 attempts after this one, I was trying to find a better way to use her ult. I couldn't seem to get a higher score, mainly because I only wanted to use the ult right after he did his clone thing, as a way to start off Shunguang's combo. But Zhao's not worth being the final parry and being the one who gets the defensive assist against them. It takes a long time, and it doesn't do that much score compared to either my other agent. But yeah, that's her whole combo. Zhao's just one button, or not even. And Dylan's ultimate is really nice if you need to break the rupture shield. Or if you're trying to set up a combo with Ye, get him into stun as soon as possible. Dylan ult plus 1 her combos, maybe 2, to have him stunned. Next session, I swear, I'm going to be able to kill Ye's team. It's going to be light work. I already touched 45, I can tap 50k. Y'all think I should get M1 for that? Or should I get Sanbi though? I don't have Sanbi yet. She's the only agent out the reruns I don't have. Put me on if you got advice down in the comments. First things first, get Yixuan's buff up as soon as possible. This junk's way too strong to miss a second of it with, and way too easy to keep up. Just press triangle as soon as you win. Something else you want to use as soon as possible whenever you have it is Alice's EBA, aka her 3 golden bars. If you don't have your ult yet, you want to use it when they're at high anomaly build up so that you'll get the anomaly activation. If you do have your ult, you want to do it when they're low anomaly build up so that your ult can pop it. Now real quick, if you use Alice's ult, make sure it's popping an anomaly. You like quadruple your damage, you do so much more. And if you have a guard feather, if you're able to use her EBA or corrupt them before you use the ult, it'll do so much more. You want it to be the final topping piece of your combo basically. Even though this kind of feels like a mid-range team, instead of worrying about stun windows and having to attack during this one specific time, you're constantly controlling the pace of the fight on your own. Trying to do consistent damage rather than a ton of it at once. I do think if I was a little more careful with stun windows by using Yuzu's basic more and parrying a little more, I would have got a higher score. Especially because my Alice doesn't have her engine, so I try to focus on combos that I know I can achieve. Now, I'm 100% sure I could get a higher score with my anomaly team if I just switched Vivian with Grace. But 1, I don't have Grace built until I buff them as much as possible. And 2, I would do a backflip off the Eiffel Tower for Vivian. She's not leaving the team. I repeat, never. But Ether is resisted here, and Vivian's Ether. So unless I'm trying to build up her guard feathers, which are little purple things, right under her health bar, then she does not need to be on field. She'll still pop up though, it's all good. So after you build it up, this little meter, get what's called an anomaly, which just does a ton of damage. When Alice pops one, just stupid amounts of damage. But what really boosts it is when you get a disorder, which is 2 anomalies. So anytime you do Alice's EBA, or corrupt them with ether, or do an assault with physical, and do one of the other ones within like 10-15 seconds, you're gonna get a disorder, which is gonna basically double your damage. And then Vivian's ability, which is a bloom, basically disorders again. None of my agents really have an outstanding AP. They're all around what they should be, like baseline. While my version of the team doesn't work well around stun window. But steady, constant disorders does a lot more for me after at least 20 attempts with just this team and this build. A few of them had trigger, but she didn't work that well. Probably like 5k less score. At the very end, I try to slow down to do as many weak disorder combos as I can, so I can skip the excess damage and just get points. Because it seems like if you can combo for a while, you'll get a ton of score stacked up. Kind of like we saw in my Yay run. This room was the hardest by far for me. I feel like my Yixuan should be much better than my Alice. My builds will be at the end of the video. Stick around to let me know. Grouping is really important for this one. Make sure your time is quick with all these waves. Yihari would have been so good here, but they basically banned her with the resistance. And I keep getting 1 or 2k less than my Yixuan score. And then I'll improve with Yihari, and I'll try Yixuan again, and she'll improve the same amount. Anyways, enough Yihari glaze. If you are using Yixuan, make sure you hold her basic a lot for a ton of points, and you'll get grouping, and you'll build up both of her ults. And it helps gain energy for your other agents. And if you're able to use this as a dodge, like the enemy tries to hit you, and when you start holding basic, you'll get extra energy, so you'll be able to hold it longer. Now, super important, try to stun the hooded summoner before he summons. His minions give you no score at all, and they can delay you in half a second. I hate this one, bro. I feel like he's worse than the actual boss. If this one didn't have 3 waves, I feel like it'd be much easier. Also, I drop an ult as soon as the miasmic bastion come through. I know I'm gonna be able to get it back before the stun window, or before its rupture window. And I don't want to waste it. Just have it sitting there. Well, I could have got another one. That's free score down the drain. Personally, my supports on this team barely do any damage when they hit, so I tried to focus on Yixuan only. Fufu was alright, but I got into a bad habit of only doing her dash attack before I switch out. That way I'm making sure she's doing off-field damage, but I think wasting the 2 seconds of doing the dodge every time might not be worth it. Also, for Lucia's ult, you can steer with the left stick, and if you let go of it, then she'll just hop off as soon as you let go. You want to make sure you're not moving when you tap this ult, because even if you hold it, you'll only get 2 or 3 score every time he does a little headbutt. That boy useless, especially if you have an engine that buffs from it too, like the B rank one I'm using. I think her score should be higher, I swear. It might be my build, it might be my gameplay. If you know, please let me know. I probably tried this one 50 times with this build exactly. I tried it on Puzzle Sphere too. All sorts of different engines. Radio Shockwave. Nekomata's signature. I tried Yixuan with crit builds, where her crit was maxed out. I tried it at 90%, 95%. I gave each a few runs to make sure it wasn't just that one run. I don't know though, please let me know in the comments. Now for Yay, 95% crit rate in battle. I wish I could get the last 2 stub stats. I think I'd overcap by like 0.2%. Her skills are fine. I'm gonna upgrade them a little bit, trying to see if I can get that 50k, but that's not my top priority. Jiao's needed a lot more. Her engine feels good, but it didn't make a difference from getting a regular S, so I don't really think it's necessary, except for the leg glow. The tattoo glowing is crazy. Did y'all get the skin? I feel like it covers the glow. So if you got the engine, it's like counterintuitive. Nothing like Vivian. I got Dylan's crit rate up to 84 just after this run, which got me so mad. I don't know how many runs I did on this, and it took me that long. It'll be updated for Deadly Assault, don't worry. Her skills are perfect. Maybe basic attack to 10. I only use it once or twice a game, if I don't have enough energy for her special. I don't think I'll have to do much with her from here. Alright, calm down. I'm still working on my jaw. A little bit better than last video though, not level 30 anymore. And it worked though. I got her full buff with the 27k HP now, for her passive and her additional. No one's stopping me. I really just need to raise her crit damage a little bit, but that'll come when it does. I'ma get her engine like today, bro. You see Alice right here? Is getting her engine over a new agent worth it? Maybe not. Should I research the other agent? Probably. Am I gonna? Maybe not. Go Yuzu. She's got all her buffs maxed out, so I'm straight. Yup, displaying her skills right here. Her 4th and 6th slot are absolute dog. Straight buns. Probably some of the worst discs I am using on any character. But I spent like 2 weeks of battery on it. Trying it. Now I like went back and tried it again. And again. 0 avail. Love it. Do I have to explicitly state she's perfect? Or do we already know? Anyway, her stats are exactly where they need to be. She already ran with Lucia like 3 patches back. I tried to pull for her engine. It went down to 2 pity. I'm free to play. And it's Colita's engine again. Like the only one you have so far. Let me know what's wrong with Yixuan, please. I don't get it. I tried so many builds, this one's inconsistently better than Nekomata's engine. But I can get like 5k higher, which is huge. But it barely beat the score my resisted Vivian got on the other stage. And it barely beat Yidhari's on the same room. Also, I think I really need her engine. Now you see Fufu. Maxed out buffs, attack, and crit rate. That King of the Summit's so strong. The Tiger this set. That jump's crazy. I tried Trigger here instead of Fufu, but it just wasn't doing it. Poor Trigger. I never get to touch her. Lucia, she's just got her max buffs. She doesn't really do much else. Kinda just watches Yixuan fight the giant demonic lightning god with miasma around them, while she sketches them in the background. They were all saying, oh, Lucia's a must. Well, I fell for it, boy. I was broke.